One more for Bieksa. Score! Beautiful rush up ice.
I'm intrigued by that. What if Kevin Bieksa stayed at home? I don't understand that, Kevin Bieksa, because you're not a stay-at-home defenseman.
No, it took a while to sink in for sure.
How cool was that?
Very
that
cool.
Commercial, not scoring the goal. Obviously, that was a huge thing.
Yeah, it was a big deal with my family, and for them to tell me about it, yeah, they were happy about it.
So how did your family feel when the Canucks went out and signed Hamhuis, traded for Ballard, and now you got a team that's stacked on defense?
Yeah, they were really excited. We have a lot of depth on defense now, and it'll be fun to see how it unfolds.
So what did you think when you heard, first of all, that Hamhuis had signed?
Happy for the team. Like I said, a lot of depth, and just got to fill in a few holes in the forward now.
Right,
maybe.
but you see, that obviously, and there was a lot of talk from TSN on July the 1st. They were saying, hey, Kevin Bieksa will be a hot commodity and much in demand, because you look at the Canucks defense, they got to trade someone on defense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, you guys have been drawing blanks for 3 years now with the rumors, so we'll see if you're right this time.
But you obviously are aware of the fact that there could be, they could trade you, they could trade somebody else.
Yeah, anything could happen right now. But yeah, I'm not an idiot. I could put 2 and 2 together.
You like Vancouver?
I love it.
What do you look back at the playoffs? How would you rank the disappointment level?
I think probably the highest since I've been in the league. It was a year where we thought we had a good enough team, and we did have a good enough team to win it all, but we didn't play good enough when it counted.
So how do you explain that? If someone says, well, you know, how can you suggest you have a good enough team if you didn't play well enough? Because good enough teams play well enough. It's kind of like a circular argument.
Yeah, that's right. We feel like if everyone played to their potential, and you know, Chicago obviously went on to win it, and if we would have beat them, we felt like we could have been there too.
Are they in your heads?
Not in our heads, but we don't like them.
Right. And also, you know, was it a disadvantage to play them again after having lost them the year before?
No, it wasn't a disadvantage. We knew that we'd have to go through them or San Jose or Detroit to get to the Stanley Cup anyway, so we were excited when we found out we were playing them.
How close are you to Roberto Luongo?
I'm pretty close.
How tough was that for him? Because he spoke a lot about the goals he gave up, not this past season, but the year before in game number 6. And then he doesn't have a great number 6 again. He's obviously a proud guy and you know, served this country well, winning a gold medal. How tough was that for him?
Well, I think he takes that kind of stuff hard, but you win as a team, lose as a team. You know, you can't look at him and blame him for all the goals. It was defense, forwards, everybody kind of contributed to that.
You need some luck, don't you, with injuries, right? I mean, you keep
use a little.
You keep getting these bizarre injuries. Like twice in your career, you have been cut by a skate and missed half a season.
Yeah, good point.
Well, it really is. You know, part of hockey is all about good luck, right?
Yeah, it is. You train in the summer so you prevent injuries, but then you get 2 skate lacerations, something that you can't control. So yeah, you kind of look at what's going on here, but it's part of the game.
What does it take to be a player in the playoffs who plays as well as he did in the regular season? And, you know, as you said, you thought the team was good enough, and you guys didn't perform as well as you did in the regular season. You know, have you learned what it takes to step up?
Personally or as a team?
As a team.
As a team, yeah, I think we've learned from the last 2 years, and I think if we get back to that, you know, situation again next year, I think we'll definitely be better for it.
Learning process for the Sedins, too?
Sedins they've improved every single year they've been in the NHL, so...
Were they as good in the playoffs as the regular season? I mean, the answer obviously is no. Right?
I think,
I'm not asking you to slam them, but, I mean, that's just the truth, right?
I think that there's a lot of pressure on them to perform offensively for us, and they do consistently. In the playoffs, it seems like everybody on their team is going after them, and they still find ways to contribute for us.
And that really is the playoffs more than anything. If you were to look at the playoffs and say, okay, scale of 1 to 10, the intensity level in the regular season is a 6. What are the playoffs?
Oh, 10.
It just changes dramatically.
Sure.
And the first time you see that, is it shocking?
First playoff game?
Yeah,
it is. You expect it, but to actually be a part of it is it's amazing. It's a lot of fun, though.
You weren't shocked that Chicago won the Stanley Cup, I imagine?
I wasn't shocked. I wasn't happy.
Make
but
you
I wasn't-
nauseous to
I
watch
wasn't
him?
shocked. Yeah, I couldn't watch much of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody else but Chicago, I imagine?
Anyone but Chicago.
All right, you stay there. We got a lot more questions, different kind of questions. You've done this before. Next question.
A few times.
Is
yeah.
my shirt okay?
It's the best I've seen.
Well, last time, what wasn't it? Did you say it was a car wash shirt?
Last time you had like a weird transition from white to blue somewhere in the, like it was weird.
You said it was a car wash shirt, like what they use on the car wash, which I respected.
a chamois.
That shirt was ripped unceremoniously on this show because of your comments. I was just sweating all day worrying about this.
I apologize.
On that note, all right, time for our next question with Kevin Bieksa. I was watching the Sedins. Can you tell them apart?
Yeah, absolutely. You've asked me that before too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, have I asked you this? Scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you that Dustin Byfuglien got traded from Chicago?
I'm actually not happy.
Really?
I enjoy playing against him.
Score to center to settle with him?
Well, maybe. I just enjoy battling with the big guy in front.
Okay, let me know if I've asked these questions before.
Yeah,
okay?
I will.
Did you get an invite to the Mike Fisher, Carrie Underwood wedding?
No, I did not.
Would you have gone?
Probably not.
Why? Just to look around. Simon Cowell, all those guys there.
Simon Cowell? Yeah, I'd like to hang out with him.
What didn't Henrik say? Why didn't he personally thank you in his speech?
I didn't hear the speech, but we texted right after, and he actually thanked me in a text message after.
And he should have, too, for sure. Which Sedin is more popular with the female fans in Vancouver?
I think they're equally popular with the females.
Because no female can tell them apart.
Two good-looking redheads with nice goatees. How
All
could
right,
you
this
resist?
is going nowhere good. We know Henrik's nickname is Hank. What's Daniel's nickname?
Danne.
Say that again?
Danne.
Danne. Where did,
There you go.
is that Swedish for Daniel?
That's his name.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's not a nickname, is it?
Well, nickname.
Hey, if you're going to
name,
deal
yeah,
with me,
yeah.
I'm going to deal with you.
Okay.
Okay, there is no nickname. Last summer, your teammate Shane O'Brien signed a one-year contract here in the green room of OTR. Any idea where he signed this year's contract?
I don't know, but he just signed it a couple days ago.
Right.
So he could have held out and made
He
it
was
two in a
supposed to
row.
be here today. Do you think, maybe he was afraid of my shirt?
We're very disappointed in Shane right now for not being here.
How often do you check tsn.ca for the latest trade rumors about yourself?
Not too often. I check TSN every day to read the news, but I stay away from the other stuff.
You're an unrestricted free agent next season. Will you hold a one-hour special when you decide where you're going?
If people want to listen, yeah.
We'll do it. I'll hook it up on TSN because I
do
have
it.
that kind of power. You went to Bowling Green University. When was the last time you bowled?
A couple years. I can't even remember.
5-pin or 10-pin?
Last time was probably 5.
You know that 5-pin bowling does not exist in the United States?
I
You
know,
didn't know?
I know
Did you
that.
know that?
Yes,
Oh,
I did.
I forgot. You know it all. How much product does Roberto Luongo put in his hair?
I don't know. Not as much as people think. I think he's got a natural kind of grease to it. Sorry, Lou.
Are you more proud that your adopted hometown of Vancouver hosted the 2010 Olympics or that the region where you were born and live in the off-season is hosting the Pan Am Games? Man, that was a long question.
Yeah, very
It wasn't
long.
that good either.
No, terrible. Should I answer it?
It's okay. But you know what? Wherever you go, hopefully it's still Vancouver, but you'll make the defense better.
Thank you.
Tough, good Canadian.
Appreciate it.